We have breaking news right now on Denver 7 at 9. Multiple deputies are down after a shooting in Douglas County. We've been following this all morning, and this is still an active scene. We have live team coverage with crews spread out across the area. Let's start with Denver 7's Megan Lopez. Megan, you've been out there all morning, the first on scene. Take us through what happened.
What happened is we started hearing the dispatch saying that there was an officer down and shots were being fired around 6 o'clock, so we headed out here. As soon as we got on the scene, we heard some of those shots being fired, saw numerous police cars coming through this area, and right now we're starting to get a better idea of exactly what happened. Douglas County Sheriff's Office tweeted out about 30 minutes ago that around 5:13 this morning, deputies were responding to the Copper Canyon Apartments for a domestic disturbance. That is when shots were fired and multiple deputies were injured. We don't know at this point the status of those deputies. We also don't know whether there were any civilians that were injured, but people are being told to avoid this area. Now, something that I can tell you is that what we have started to see just really within the last 10 minutes is some of those police cars, some of those ambulances, and even the bomb squad leaving this area. The bomb squad is at a stoplight right here, and it's leaving this area right now, but people are still being asked to avoid this area. So just to recap, what we know is that around 5:13, this was a domestic disturbance call at the Copper Canyon Apartments, and that shots were fired and that multiple deputies have been injured, but we don't know their status. We're live this morning in Douglas County. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
And we continue our team coverage with Amanda Del Castillo. Amanda, you're at a different location there. Where are you and what can you If you are just joining us, we continue to follow breaking news out of Highlands Ranch, the Copper Canyon Apartments. This is between Colorado Boulevard and University. A code red in this area for thousands of residents because of an active shooting that happened this morning. Multiple officers down. We just got an update from one of our photographers at Sky Ridge Medical Center. The PIO saying there that they've seen 3 non-critical patients in relation to this incident. We don't know who the patients are, if they are the officers, if they're civilians that were inside these apartments during the shooting. That is what we still need to confirm. Megan Lopez is also out live. She was first on scene there when this was very, very active. Megan, what's happening now? We're going to take you back out live now to this breaking news in Highlands Ranch. Air Tracker 7 flying over the Copper Canyon Apartments, where this active shooting started just after 5 o'clock this morning. We can confirm with you multiple officers down. We do not know the extent of their injuries. That might even be a SWAT team right in the middle of the sidewalk there in between those apartments. Still a very active scene. Stay away from the area. Residents there are being asked to shelter in place. We continue to follow this breaking news for you. Before we hit the half hour, we just want to update you if you're just joining us on what's going on in Highlands Ranch. Massive police presence. Deputies down. Multiple deputies were being told by the Douglas County Sheriff, and you can see SWAT teams there at the Copper Canyon Apartments, which is on County Line, off of County Line between University and Colorado Boulevard. We've been covering this since we went on the air at 7 o'clock this morning. Again, we're hearing multiple officers down. We still do not know what their conditions are. We are working to confirm that. We're also hearing from our Tony Kovaleski with Denver 7 Investigates that he is hearing from an officer, a high-ranking officer, that the suspect is down. We have breaking news right now at 9:30. Multiple deputies are down after a shooting in Douglas County. We've been following this all morning, and this is, of course, still an active situation. And we have live team coverage with crews spread out across the area. That is beginning with Megan Lopez, who's been there since early this morning. Megan, you've been there. You've been watching all this. Take us through what happened. Katie, a sad update to this breaking news. Douglas County Sheriff just tweeted out a lot of information that I'm just going to read verbatim from their Twitter page. It says deputies responded to a domestic disturbance resulting in shots fired. 5 deputies shot by suspect. 1 deputy confirmed deceased. 2 civilians also shot by the suspect. Suspect shot and believed to be dead and no longer a threat. Heartbreaking. As we look at this live picture, SWAT team still on the scene. Again, 5 deputies were shot this morning. The call came in just after 5 o'clock this morning on a domestic disturbance call, and then the suspect started firing. 5 deputies shot. 1 deputy has died. This is now from Douglas County Sheriff. 2 civilians also shot by the suspect, and it is now confirmed from the D.C. Sheriff on Twitter, Douglas County, that the suspect is believed to be dead and no longer a threat. So you can still see those SWAT teams are here, and we'll continue to follow this, a heartbreaking update that just came down.